Hello and welcome to the Code Maven channel. If you have been around, that you probably remember that I've talked a little bit about the Perl Tk project, creating a wrapper around the Perl Tidy library. And if you are new to the channel, then welcome. This is your chance because in this video I'm going to announce it and show the very first version. It's actually I'm showing you, going to show you the slide. Version 0.01 of the name is up, Perl Tidy Tk, just to have some name, but in the end this is just a wrapper. This is going to be a wrapper around PerlTidy using the Perl Tk library. And I've just released a couple of minutes ago, I think like half an hour ago, the very first version to CPAN, to pose actually, and it's making its way to the various servers of CPAN. And now I would like to show you this really first cut of the version, just to show you that I started to work on the project. And then if you're interested, you can follow the project or you can even contribute to it. That would be really nice. So let me show you just first of all, MetaCpan. So MetaCpan has, in case you're not familiar with it, you can have, it has a button called recent where you can see the recently uploaded modules, and here it is, Perl Tidy Tk 0.01. 22 minutes ago according to this, but if I reload the page, then maybe it's going to be showing a little bit more than since 26 minutes. Anyway, so this is up. You can install it using cpan m, the client, and you'll have it on your computer. And now let me show how it works. I mean, don't expect too much. It's really the beginning. So this would be the command to install it, but I already have it installed. And here is how you run it. So you will get a command line tool called PerlTidy-tk that you can execute. You can execute it from the GUI. It's a GUI application. And you can also give it a path to a file. I'm going to tell you in a second why it's useful. So when you run this program, it opens a window, and I've just noticed now that I'm trying to show it on this screen and recording. The fonts are way smaller than on my other screen where I actually developed it. So here's one of the first things that you can open a ticket to enlarge the font, or allow you to enlarge the fonts. Anyway, when the window opens, you can see that the source code, some source code is already inside. And that's the source code of this script, which is in the, actually this is the source code of the Perl Tk module, and in there are examples. And they are not well formatted, or at least not according to the default of the Perl Tk. So that's why I'm going to use them as an example. Now I added this flag --Perl just to allow primarily myself for the development to load a Perl file by default. So I won't have to every time go and click on file, open, and look for a file to open when I'm trying to play with the tool. But definitely you don't need to provide a name of the file. You can just load any Perl file, and you can even change it here. I think you can type in and make some changes. And this is what we are going to work on basically. This is what we let PerlTidy to change. Now I didn't have the time yet to add any editing capability of setting flags. So for now, what I managed to do is create this GUI and use the default flags, import basically the default flags of PerlTidy and use them. So in order to do that, you click on the action and tidy. And actually, let me just resize the window, so at least we'll see more of the code when we are doing this. So I click on action, tidy, and it changed the content. In the background, you also saw that actually it printed out the configuration options that it uses. And one of the first things that I will have to do is add a way to set the configuration options for yourself. Obviously, I'll start with a few of them, and then I'll add more because it's like I don't know, 50 or 100 different options. And to be able to save that configuration options to a file, and then I also have to be able to load configuration options from an RC file of PerlTidy. Anyway, for now it's here at the background, and you could see that the file changed. I think you can't really reset it anyway yet, or nothing that type. What you can also do here that is really needed for all the applications is to see that there is an about box. It's quite important, I think. So people who encounter the application know where to go from here and so on. So you have here information about the version that you are using, both the version of this application and the version of Perl Tk and Perl Tidy and Perl itself. Maybe I should also put the operating system, and then I don't know, maybe there should need to be a button to export all this information to a bug report if you like to do that. Here's some more information. So the source code of this, that's an important thing. That's a cheat sheet for me for the video. Here you have a link to GitHub. So if I click on this one, it opens a browser, and I'm happy to see that's now opening in this window. It opens a browser, a real browser, because this one, what we have the application, it can show you some HTML, not really nice, but well, this is what we have. And but I didn't want to continue using that as an HTML browser, so it goes to the real browser. And here you got GitHub, where in my account, you have the source code of this application. You don't need such big fonts here. So this is it. You can go to the issues, the regular stuff that you're probably used to on GitHub. So go ahead and open your issues that you encounter with the application that you think that are important. So that's one thing. The other thing that you can see here on this on the about is the list of all the people. Some of them with their links, some of them just a name, that agreed to appear here. These are all the people who are supporting me via Patreon. So if I click here, this is what leads to my Patreon account, and all those people listed there, all those people are already supporting me and agreed to appear publicly. So I really wanted to thank them. Thank you if you're watching this. For supporting me. I mean, it really encourages me to start building all kind of interesting, fun things, and creating the videos for Perl and in general. So thank you very much. And if you're not a supporter yet, this is a really good opportunity to either just to follow. So I think there's a link to follow the page here, which is free, and you'll get once in a while you get some announcement from me. But I would be really glad if you supported in some way financially, so it can, if nothing else, it just encourages me to create more and more stuff, because it means that you are also care enough about all these things that are for Perl and for in general, that you are ready to open your wallet. So thank you for watching. I really hope that you will give it a try, give the application a try. I know it's really basic for now, so maybe you'll wait for the next version. But I would really get also to see people are able to run this, even at this point, on their own computer, on different operating systems, because I'm running here on the same machine where I developed it. It's a Linux Ubuntu box. I haven't tried it on Windows or Mac or some other versions of Linux. So please give it a try and give me the feedback, both if things are working, but if there are some things are not working, then please open an issue on GitHub. And thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.